Hey Robert here, just to do a tutorial on how to change your PCV valve on the Mazda Miata NA 1.8 liter engine. This all applies to 1.6. So first off, for this DIY is to locate the PCV valve. It's located right here. Usually you change this if you notice that you have excessive burning oil of your car, or actually your oil kind of disappears. And that's one of the most probable cause, and also forgettable things too that happens in a car maintenance is changing this valve. As you can see here, hose is kind of hard and brittle. Easy, so we're gonna give it a change. Also change the valve. Alright, first step is loosening the clip that holds on the PCV valve. Let's get pliers, pinch, move it off, and simply move the grommet, the actual hose itself. And since you're replacing it, you're also going to remove this. You can see it's still conformed to shape, and it's rock hard, and it's kind of cracked down the middle. As you can see, you can barely see it though. There, down the middle. This is no longer good. Usually cracks, especially large for that one, you should go pretty fast after, expanding and contracting. And simply just get your hands and just comes right off. As so. You can clean this off, but since we just bought this car used, we don't know the prolonged life of this car. Of this valve. Usually when you shake, you're supposed to hear a spring and actual valve actually opening and closing. And the way you can actually clean this is putting in paint thinner, or I heard gasoline also works too. And let it soak overnight. And then make sure you have time to dry it off, then replace it back in. In this case, we're actually replacing it. And we're also replacing the little grommet that holds it in place, and you just get your nails in there, and it simply just comes off like that, so. And just kind of hot, so. It's best probably if you have nails, and it simply just comes right off. Just like the PCV valve, it just comes right off. I just don't have enough grip to get in the grooves there and pull it off. So it just simply comes off. The ones that comes off, just go ahead and put your new one in place. Usually, like this one, it's not even cracked, so it could be erased again. But then again, might as well place it on your own terms to know. This valve won't crack for a long time. Now we got our grommet in place. Go ahead and get the new one. Press it in there. It might be hard to be pressed in, but you get in there. And it's in place, so I'm going to go ahead and put a new hose in. I got this hose that they gave me, an AutoZone. I guess it should work. It's the biggest enough hose that they have. I didn't bother checking at O'Reilly, but that's what they gave me. Because actually, the reason why it was so easy to come off is because I removed it earlier. And it simply just came off, and I kind of gave it to them to see the appropriate amount of size. At the same time, I also bought the new PVC valve, and they test fitted it on, and it said it fits. So, and I saw it for myself, so it should work. So I just get a new line. Usually, just put it in. It slides in place. And if you haven't noticed that, many places don't have like an actual hose that are designed for it, so you're kind of like almost on your own on it. So what we're gonna do is we're pretty much at the limb of using this, unless you can find a place that actually sells the PCV kit for this car. PCV kit for this car. I had a brain fart. I just kind of stopped talking. And yeah, so they usually have the appropriate hose for it and everything else you need to change it. So since we got this custom hose here, it's rubber, heat resistant. Make sure it's heat resistant. Whatever you buy is heat resistant, because this is in the engine bay and it's touching metal, so it should be heat resistant. So we got this, and we're going to go ahead and cut the appropriate length that we need to complete the DIY. Now we got to cut to the appropriate length. Go ahead and test fit it. And once it comes to the perfect fit, there's no pinch or anything like that. Go ahead and remove the clip if it's still good. from the open PCV valve and go ahead and slip it through. Put it into place. Make sure it latches on tight. And there you go, it's done.